Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to Preston. Nil Arsenal 3 match reaction, the Carabao Cup last night. Hope everyone's doing well. So, yeah, comfortable win, I would say. Comfortable. Arteta did pretty much what I was expecting to do. Little bit of youth with a little bit of experience, but mainly not our first teamers. However, second half, I don't know what the heck he was doing, but we'll get on to that in a minute. Let's just quickly go through the goals. Obviously, it's good to see Jesus get a goal. Obviously, it is Preston, so I'm going to bear that in mind. It was against Preston. Good finish, though. That was the bonus of that. It was a very good finish. So, yeah. Then Waneri had a great game. Just shows what all the Arsenal fans that do know about our youth are calling for. We need to see him more. Yes, it was against Preston, but he looked so damn good. And then with the finish himself, sublime. Top bins, as they called it on Soccer Saturday. That was absolutely fantastic. Had a few good opportunities. I did felt that Iwalumo was a little bit harsh on the commentary last night. I don't know what he's really got to talk about when it comes to finishing. He's crap. But there was a couple of chances that he didn't put away, but one of them was very hard. One of them he tried his best. He said he was like a really good performance, but then he criticised him when he didn't really need to criticise him, if I'm honest. And he's 17. So let's calm that down a little bit. He's not actually an adult yet. Let's just chill. And personally, look in the mirror before you start criticising. But that's just me, because I'm not the greatest fan of him. Big up to Chris. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too. Well, I feel like absolute garbage, but the show must go on, as we say. Got the you did, mate. You got it absolutely spot on. Preston looked decent, and I do say decent. But it's Paul Heckingbottom. Different coach, maybe different performance. I'm sorry, I'm not a great fan of Heckingbottom, as everyone will know from previous streams. I find him a very arrogant human being. So yeah, I'm not a great fan of him, if I'm honest. Big up to my PB. Hope you're doing well. We played well in second half at Brighton. Two of Brighton's goals were gifts, one misplaced pass and one lucky deflection. Gakpo scoring 2 screamers. Diaz getting a great finish too. I watched the first 10 minutes. It looked like it was going to be a good game from the first 10 minutes, to be fair. And obviously the Arsenal game had to kick off, so obviously switched over. But yeah, good results for some teams last night. Obviously, we've been drawn with Crystal Palace. Liverpool have been drawn with Southampton. Tottenham have got Man United, and Newcastle have got the other team. Who's the other team? Someone else. Yep. The other person, the other team. I have literally no idea who else went through. Who else went through? Someone else. Newcastle have got a team in the quarterfinals, which will be played the 16th of December that week. So, yeah. Moving on to Kai. Fantastic again, as per usual. It was just really good by Arsenal last night, I have to be honest. I was very impressed with the performance, the mindset as well. Be interesting to see how we do it against Crystal Palace. Will we go? Oh, thank you, Chris. Brentford, thank you, mate. I just couldn't remember the other team. I was pleased with the lineup. I wouldn't have bought Saka on and Timber playing. Was it a now biter? Yes. Yes. Timber definitely was not 100% fit. I can say this about Preston as well. Bowler. Now, obviously, I did the preview yesterday morning, and I was told he was ill, and he was still ill. So he was given medication to get through that game. It's just ridiculous, the risks that managers take to just play players. Like, seriously, just let him out. Let him have a break. But yeah, it's madness. It's madness. But yeah, overall, 3-0 win. Chris called it. Me and Brent kind of went 3-1 kind of thing. So yeah, kind of what we expected. Good performance though from us. Setford did very well in goal as well. Stats: possession 26 for them, 74 for us. 7 shots for Preston, 18 for Arsenal. 2 shots on target for Preston, 10 on target for us. 1 corner for them, 6 for us. Final third phase, 59% for Preston. Very bad. You could see where they were struggling there. I don't think they actually had a proper striker on the pitch either, so obviously that was hindering them somewhat. But from what I've seen of them, and obviously I know the Championship fairly well, I don't see them going down, but I don't really see them like pushing anywhere. I think they'll just be a mid-table team, and that'll be the best they can get next season. This season. Final third for us, that's 87%, much better, but I need to start seeing this in the Premier League, not just League Cups. This is the second time in the League Cup that, around 85%. We need to start doing it in Champions League and Premier League now. XG, for all you lovers, I know you've been waiting for this. This has been the highlight of your day. 0.74 for Preston, 1.7 for Arsenal. Brighton got a great squad, as have we, so I saw no difference in rotation. Knew they cause us problems, but we can get at them. Defensively, great audition for when we play them at Anfield this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be a really good game. If it's anything like it was, literally, I just watched the first 10 minutes, but that first 10 minutes I thought was very entertaining. So if it's anything like that this weekend, it's going to be a great, great game. Let's get into the starting lineup that we went for. Send the XG to Mike Williams. He bangs on about it. Unfortunately, a lot of coaches do, which is why I have to talk about it. So, yeah, I'm not the greatest fan of it. A lot of it makes no sense when you listen to the breakdown of it. It's a bit stupid, but it is what it is. Some people love to live off it. Right, so this was the team: Setford, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Marino, Waneri, Sterling, Martinelli, and Jesus. Got absolutely no issues with that, apart from obviously Zinni at left back. And he still caused me issues, even against Preston. In midfield, he looks so good and so comfortable. Why are we not doing it? It makes no sense. Even as a DM, I literally have no issues with him just being a DM. Just stop being him a left back. Just don't want to see it. DM number 8, don't care. But left back, no, you're not a left back. Simples. But yeah, right. So let's do ratings. Setford in goal. I have got the ratings here. To be fair to the young lad, made a couple of decisions that were probably wrong, but he is only 18, so that comes with time. But he got a clean sheet. Put off a couple of good saves. I'm going to give him a nice 8. And yes, I am poorly, so this is probably why I'm going to get ratings a little bit weird today. Timber, 7. Obviously, he only played till half time. But as Brady said, I was just worried every time he went into a collision. It just worried me every single time. So Timber gets a 7. Saliba gets an easy 8. Very good performance by Saliba. I would say that was technically a little bit of a punishment as well. I know it was nice to see him start, and obviously we've got Newcastle this weekend, so it's good to see him continuously play. However, I do feel it was a bit of a punishment. You're playing against Preston, and what? Yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, don't do that again. Basically, Kivior, he's got to get a 9, isn't he? It was such a good performance. Got 2 assists. Yes, a centre-back got 2 assists. So he's going to get a 9. Zinni gets a 7 because he just worries me defensively, as always. Jorginho gets an 8. Comfortable performance. Just look really good. Good passing, good through balls. Yeah, 8, easy. Marino. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with him. I have to be honest. Uh, when Arsenal lose possession, people may not notice this, but I don't see him running back. I see him just standing there going, huffs. Now, whether or not he's just not up to speed yet, maybe that might be the case. But yeah, he needs to improve for me. Slightly worrying me at the moment. So he's going to get a 7. Waneri, 9. Easy. Great performance as per usual. Sterling, 8. He worked his little socks off all night. It's a shame he didn't get his goal. Definitely had his opportunities. Not his fault that he missed the great saves or clearance off the line or whatever. But yeah, Sterling gets an 8. Martinelli gets a 7. It was good, but it wasn't great. That young lad from Aston Villa on loan, whatever his name was, Aiden something, Cason Aiden or his name, whatever his name was. He's a very talented young player from Aston Villa, and you could see that he's got quite a good future if he keeps it, kind of level-headed and just keeps working hard. He has obviously got a bright future. Jesus, gonna have to give him a 9. He did nothing wrong, and he obviously got a goal. He worked hard, so yeah, he gets a 9 for me. Quite easy if I'm 100%. Ross had a worldie of a game in goal for us. Gomez, Kwanzaa were still decent. Bradley good offensively, but defensively was got at, but just got back from injury. Robertson better, but still get at him. 100% American. Yeah, I'm glad you also, because I always feel like I'm gonna get slated for like this opinion, but for me, he just needs to just sort it out really, because we're obviously going to be relying on him quite a lot this season. And I could have swore quite loudly last night, I'll be honest, because there was one moment we lost possession and all the other Arsenal players were running back and Mourinho wasn't. He just put his hands up in the air and went, ugh. I'm like, that is the wrong attitude within this Arsenal setup. And I hope Arteta had a moan at him, because obviously he likes all our players to work hard constantly, backwards and forwards. And that knocked me off. So I'm assuming it would have knocked Arteta off. I don't care if he was his favourite or not. Endo is just Endo. He was just decent. Yep, 100%. Morton, very good. Yep, I like him. Diaz and Gakpo, lively as always. We played Jones and Szoboszlai as front 2, which was interesting from slot, but it worked. That is an interesting one, isn't it? It's a front 2. Blooming heck. It's an interesting way of doing things. Liverpool got 4 keepers now: Alisson, Kelleher, Yaros, and Mamadashvili, who's out on loan. Yeah, Yaros is just honestly good goalkeeper. I personally, right, as an Arsenal fan, I would go and get him. I would say to Arteta, go and get him, because I like him. I like him a lot. And he's probably not going to cost too much either. He's of a good age. I would go and get him as a number 2. Obviously, we've got Neto, but Neto is obviously not a long-term plan. He's only on loan for us this season. So, yeah, interesting. Right, so I've done all that, done all the ratings. Right, Thomas, I don't understand these substitutions. I really don't. I'm sorry. They really knocked me off again. I'll be honest. It felt like Shakhtar all over again. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, mate? We were 2-0 up, very comfortable first half. We could have just left it as it was, or brought on some of our more youth. Obviously, we brought on Lewis Skelly and Heaven later, but we could have brought on Nichols. Nichols would have been a great. If you want to change your right back and give Timber a rest, why not bring Nichols on? But hey ho. What do I know? Thomas Partey, he's going to get a 7 just. Yeah, 7 just. Kai, 8. Brilliant second half. Worked his little socks off again. Was very unselfish to help Sterling to get a goal, but obviously Sterling it wasn't even Sterling's fault. It was just a good clearance from, I think it was Brad Potts, wasn't it? But yeah, great performance by Kai. Lewis Skelly. I suppose if I give Partey a 7, I'm going to give Lewis Skelly a 7. Yeah, 7. Lewis Skelly didn't do anything great, but didn't do anything bad. So yeah, Saka came on for God knows what reason. Absolutely no idea. Absolutely stupid reasons, I guess. 7. He did have some good chances and created some stuff on the right, but yeah, I didn't want to see him, if I'm honest. And that sounds mean, but I didn't want to see him. And finally, I've just realised I haven't gone through these players. There we go. There we go. There's a beautiful Lewis Skelly. There's a beautiful Saka. And Aidan Heaven came on for the final 15 minutes. So he's going to get a rating. He's going to get a 6, but it's not a bad 6. I thought he looked quite comfortable, really. There was a moment that, I think his inexperience showed, but he's the one that I'm hoping. Now, I'm never that confident when it comes to Arteta, but defensively, centre-back wise, he's the one I'm hoping just makes it that little bit of a oomph. Because I like him. He plays very much like Saliba in some ways. So, there is a path there for him. It's that type of centre-back. So there is a path. Obviously, in the future, I'm not saying it's going to happen like next month, but yeah. Mamadashvili and Yaros will be our main 2 goalkeepers next season. I was delighted with the draw, no disrespect to Southampton, but in semi-finals, all top teams likely to get each other. Indeed. Naoni was lively when he came on for us too. Yeah, I like Naoni. Salah and Nunes came on. Don't think they touched the ball. Oh, that's always good, though, to be fair. Right. Final one. Arteta. I'm going to have to give him a 6. I'm sorry. I was really happy with the starting lineup. I was. Apart from Zidane, but that's my own issue, not his. So he would have quite easily got an 8, but he got marked down twice because of the substitutions. Partey at halftime made no sense whatsoever. Bringing on Saka made no sense whatsoever. So he's going to get knocked down. As you can tell, I am ill, so I'm going to be harsh. But yeah, it's honestly, what an absolute numpty. But it is what it is. He got away with it. No injuries, so we're okay. Right. Quick wrap up, obviously. Tonight I will be doing a stream at 7 with the wonderful John Sinclair and my pop brother for Newcastle game this Saturday. Has Arteta ever got a 10? Not for me. I think some people have given him a 10 before, but it won't be from me. I am a very harsh critic. I am. You'll only get when it comes to those chosen lineups, you'll only get a 10 from me once the team is fully assembled. We haven't got a striker, so the maximum you can get at the moment is a 9. I am a very harsh critic, and I'm not going to change for nobody because I like being harsh. But yeah, join me at 7 tonight for the. Very interesting talking to John and talking to the PB. But yeah, guys, appreciate it. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.